They are the ones who should light the torch of wisdom and righteousness and moral concepts for the people to follow.
True.
Yes.
That's what people trusted them for.
Exactly.
Right.
And be a big church for them to live in and to be a big shop.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If you just condone or support anything, then you are the same as the evildoer.
Please keep watching to find out more.
No to vegan. Accelerate to hell.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Hoje, somos abençoados para apresentar a conferência perspicaz intitulada Padres Católicos deveriam pregar o verdadeiro Evangelho do Senhor Jesus, parte 2 de 8, em Entre Mestra e Discípulos, dada em inglês em 19 de novembro de 2021.
Warning: sensitive content.
Well, where you going, my winter sun? Won't you miss me, staying on this side of the sea?
I've been crying a lot, for all these animal people, babies who are so helpless. And the people treat them worse than in hell.
Oh, yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, worse than any criminals.
They don't deserve this in any way.
No, even the criminals, they will have a lawyer to argue for them.
Yes.
Yes.
Or reduce the sentence, or even have to have all the evidence in order to punish their crime. But these babies, they did nothing wrong.
Right.
Yes. It's really heartless.
I don't know what else to say. Is there anything else you want to tell me? I read some of this news also briefly because I don't have a lot of time, so I know what you're talking about. Any other things?
Yes, Master. One of the arguments during the conference by some bishops who think that pro-abortion politicians should continue to be able to participate in the sacrament was that otherwise it will be divisive and will politicize communion.
San Diego Bishop Robert McElroy wrote last month that weaponizing the Eucharist will bring the terrible partisan divisions that have plagued our nation into the very act of worship.
Is this true, Master?
No, it's not true. If they want to be united and undivided, then they should be one with the teaching of Jesus,
Yes.
Understand,
of
Master.
God, of the Bible, you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Thou shalt not kill. Very simple.
Right.
There's nothing to argue about.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
they are priests even.
Exactly.
They know all these commandments by heart.
Yes.
They lack nothing. People worship them and trust them, so they should guide people into a righteous way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm glad you asked me all these questions. I was going to talk about it anyway, and I'm glad you asked so we can also talk together.
Yes, Master.
Yes. We are so glad, Master.
Yeah, terrible.
Yes.
My God, it's more than a horror film.
Yes, so scary.
My God, and it happens every day.
Yes.
Yes.
Every day, how many innocent, poor babies, helpless, defenseless, die in such agony.
Yes, Master.
And because the priest and the so-called Pope, the king of the Catholic Empire, encourage them.
Yes.
Yes.
Not like he say, okay, go ahead and do abortions, but he encourages by silently acknowledging it's okay, by not saying anything against
Yes,
it,
Master.
Yes, Master.
by not advising the faithful, please don't do that, unless it's truly necessary for the life of the baby or the life of the mother or both.
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
They are the ones who should light the torch of wisdom and righteousness and moral concepts for the people to follow.
True.
Yes.
That's what people trusted them for.
Exactly.
Right.
And be a big church for them to live in and to be a big shop.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
If you just condone or support anything, then you are the same as the evildoer.
Yes.
Yes.
True.
They should teach the people the commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Anything you don't want to be done to yourself, don't do it to others. That's very simple.
Yes, it is.
Even children 5 years old understand that.
Right.
Yes.
Suppose these priests are still babies in the womb, would they like their arms to be twisted out,
No.
pulled out, and then another arm and another leg and the body and then the brain
Oh,
crushed out like that?
for sure not.
Nobody will like that.
Nobody. And ask the priests themselves if they like to be like that in the womb, huh? So that they cannot be a person right now and talking big like that.
Yes.
Blessed are those priests, you true priests, who are pro-life, for life and compassion.
Yes, Master.
These are what the priests are supposed to be. And whoever condones warlike, because this is a war also.
Right, exactly,
Right.
yes.
The Bible teaches that you have to love one another because you're all brothers, you are children from God. How can you go ahead and kill another brother or sister of yours, even if they are your children, unborn children?
Understand, Master.
In God's house, they are all brothers and sisters. They're not even parents or children
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
because all are created by God. God wanted them to be in the world, to do something, to help others.
Yes.
Yes.
Imagine if we have no more babies left and we all die out at the end.
Yes.
Not good.
You think God wants that?
No, not at all.
No, God created the world for us to live and to continue living.
Yes, Master.
Yeah?
Right.
Passing on generation after generation.
Uh-huh.
Even Jesus had to be born into this world in order to rescue souls. His disciples at that time,
Yes.
or his generation at that time, those are worthy.
Right.
His disciples, the most worthy, and their families. Every master who comes, they rescue the disciples' souls, and also the families and relatives that belong to that initiated soul as well.
Okay, Master.
Yeah, and if this disciple has done nothing against the master and practices diligently and believes in the master, then for sure his relatives and family and generations all will be liberated by his or her master. You got that?
Yes,
Got it,
Master.
Master.
Only if they do what has been taught to them. Yes?
Yes.
Keep the commandments, meditate, pray, humbly, be grateful to God, and help the needy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course, they have to meditate
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
to collect more energy and power to themselves in order to go with the master,
Yes.
Understand.
and also to bless the surroundings where they live. So more people, then more blessings will be in the world. More disciples, more blessings.
Right.
Right.
It's like an electric grid distributes electricity through different channels, different cables.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Master.
Yes, the more cables, the more channels, the more people will benefit from the electricity, even in remote mountains and rural areas and all that.
Right. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. When I was in Vietnam, still many rural areas did not have electricity.
Oh.
We live in a more suburb of the town. We did not have electricity. We used lamp,
Yes. Yes.
or we use oil lamp, or other kind of lamp, which doesn't need electricity. I think they use gas or something. But mostly in rural areas in those times, they did not even need electricity. They lived simple.
Right. Yes.
They would rise up with the sun and go to sleep with it.
Yes.
Yeah. And all they need is just a couple of lamps, oil lamps, small ones,
Yes.
Yes.
old-fashioned.
Yes.
That's all. They're contented with their life.
Yeah. Simple life.
Yeah, many did not have a television, nothing. Maximum maybe a radio using batteries. That's it.
Yes.
Radio, that's what they had. And not all of them had.
Oh, yes.
Many rural areas in Vietnam, they live very simple before. Now maybe they all have electricity already. I don't know. I have not been home for 30, 40 years now.
Oh.
No, 60 years. No. Maybe 50 years or more, huh?
Wow. Long
Yeah.
time.
Long time, Master.
Yeah, time passes so quick.
Yes.
Well, was that your question? Did I answer already?
Yes, Master, you did. Thank you.
Okay. The priests are like the lighthouse for the faithful of different religions.
Yes.
They must be first enlightened in order to guide others. If in your hand you don't have any torch, how can you light the path for other people who don't even have anything?
True.
Yes.
Master.
And if your torch has no battery, is not charged, and you yourself also stumble in the dark, how can you lead anybody?
Right.
Yes,
Right.
Master.
Understand, Master.
Most of the priests or monks and nuns, they just wear the robe.
True.
They don't consider having more knowledge or true enlightenment from inside.
They are just pretending.
That's why, like those priests that you just mentioned, they are truly the wolf in sheep's clothing, as the Bible mentions it. The Bible warns us that beware of those wolves in sheep's clothing.
Yes.
These priests are. The Pope also is. Of course,
Yes.
by thy fruits so thou shalt be known.
Yes, Master.
If you see the apples all over on the tree, then, well, what kind of tree is that?
Yeah.
Apple.
Apple tree.
Yes.
If you see mango all over on a tree, then what kind of tree is that?
Mango.
Yes.
Mango tree. Very simple.
Very simple.
Yes.
Yes. And if the mango tree has a lot of fruits, then it's a good mango.
Mango tree.
Mango tree.
Good mango tree.
Yes.
So if these priests are not following the teaching of Jesus, and on the contrary, even saying things or doing things that are harmful to humanity, then there are truly wolves in sheep's clothing.
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
The Catholic Church has a terrible history of protecting abusers instead of protecting victims.
For 17 years, legal scholar Marcy Hamilton has fought for laws that give victims of child sex abuse more time to file claims. And in state capitals across the country, the Catholic Church has been her adversary.
The Roman Catholic Church betrayed the trust of the young and vulnerable on a devastating scale around the world.
It was basically a mafia. They have powerful friends. They have benefactors. They have people who want to be associated as being close to the church.
And it's been going on for over 300 years. And the Vatican has it all, and it's documented. And they're more powerful than our government.
These are people who should actually be facing criminal charges now, not just sanctions at the hands of the Pope or the Church or the attention of the media. These are people who have allegedly allowed the abuse of children to continue, sometimes for many years, and that is an unforgivable crime.
Those who molest children, rape young children, or teenage altar boys or girls from faithful families, they should be tried in the normal civil court, just like everyone else.
Yes, Master.
The clothes that they wear do not exempt them from their sin.
Yes.
I understand, Master.
Yeah, any citizens in this world are world citizens, and they have to be respected like any citizen who is law-abiding. And any citizens who are sinful and bad and harmful to society should be tried like every other criminal in the normal court.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Just because they are priests in the Catholic system, it doesn't make them free from persecution.
Punishment.
Yeah, if they do something wrong, like molesting children or doing something harmful to others, they are just like a criminal.
Yes. Everyone.
Just like any other criminal.
Yes, Master.
They should not be allowed to continue their office.
Exactly.
The clothes don't make a monk. That's what we say in Vietnam. Or maybe many other countries.
Understand, Master.
And as the Bible says, the wolf in the sheep's clothing doesn't make that wolf a sheep.
Right.
Yes,
So
Master.
just because they work with the Vatican doesn't mean other governments' laws don't apply to them. If they harm their citizens. For example, if an American goes to France and does some bad things there, harms or kills other French people, they will be tried in France as well.
Right. Yes.
If not, they could even be extradited to America and be tried there.
Yes, Master.
But try they will be.
Yeah.
Where are you now, my only one? Won't someone tell me if you ever return?
If you love animals, the first thing you should do is to stop eating them, not the last thing. Dan Pereiro, vegan.